Hello Malaysia, hello world. Apa khabar?
Apa khabar?
Welcome to our one and only ECM talk with topic for today, is there such thing as a perfect family? I'm Raja Shahrul, your host. On today's topic, I suppose there would be if any were perfect people, but the imperfections in all of us are what makes us unique and wonderful. Almost everyone can claim to have an odd upbringing or a strange family when they try to look from the outside. We get our families at birth. Most people take the good with bad and love their family as a group and as individuals. But if for any reason you can't do that, then a new family can always be made out of good friends and in-laws or even workmates. So change is always an option. Let us hear more from an expert in this topic. I have here with me via Zoom video call Dr. Teo Gek Kin from one of the local renowned university here in Malaysia. Hello Dr. Teo, welcome to ECM Talk. Apa khabar?
Apa khabar? Shahrul, thanks for inviting. Yeah, hi everybody.
Hello, thank you for joining us. Now, please allow me to begin with my first question to you on this topic for discussion today. My first question, Dr. Teo. What characterizes a perfect family? What's your point of view?
Yeah, I think for me, working with families, working with couples, working with individuals over 20 years, and I would say there's no perfect family to begin with, because there's no perfect individual. Yeah, and also we also understand the family goes through different stages of life. Yeah, they go to bring up young children, then adolescent, teenage children, adult children, then the children the children will not go away, but the children grow up, as adults, So, but parenting is still around, So I think there's no perfect, and also different culture have different cultural values. So it is very difficult to impose one model, for perfect family, Especially, in the media, we have seen, perfect families how perfect family is being portrayed, maybe from Western framework, or from Hollywood movie, or from maybe Korean movies, or maybe Hong Kong or Taiwanese movie. But actually it is not possible. Actually that ideal is unattainable, unrealistic. It actually create a lot of sense of failure for parents actually. And that unnecessary sense of failure, it actually is not helpful to make things better. So because especially we all are so different, and two parents, they come from different family cultural backgrounds. So it is very difficult, to define, what is perfect family. So it's very, very unlikely. From my point of view,
Okay, so in other words, when you talk about a perfect family, it's just some kind of a figure of speech. Is that what we say, Dr. Teo?
Yeah, I think maybe it's an ideal, it's an ideology. So it is something unattainable.
Right.
If we really want to look at, what are the things that is helpful for us to grow as a family, maybe there are some parameters we can look for. For instance, how parents, they go through different seasons of life, how they adjust to different seasons of life. And also we also can look at, how family, they engage with one another, and some even, I think recent studies on family and marriage has also shown to us that what is applicable to certain class of people, it might not be applicable for different group of people.
Exactly.
So we cannot, impose a perfect family concept to anybody, because all individuals are so different. We are coming from different fabrics of societies. So it is very difficult. And especially love cannot be measured. So how do we
Oh,
measure love, right? Yeah. That's
yes,
just like
true.
right for family. Yeah. So I
Yeah,
think if you want to look at how healthy your family is, we look at the stability, which is very important. Yeah. Are the
agreed.
parents able to bring up children, bringing food on the table consistently? For some families, this is love. This is good already. But so for some families, bringing food on the table consistently might not be defined as love. You see, so it's very different. Yeah, we have a lot of variation. So I think we can only say that maybe we can improve, and how we adjust to different stages of development. If you want to look at how we can improve as a family, I would suggest
Correct.
that we look at this angle instead of, getting a perfect framework, I don't know, from somewhere which might not be relevant to us. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I come to the next question now, Dr. Teo. How to deal with conflict and misunderstandings within the family? Who should play the role and how do we go about it?
Yeah. I think conflicts is everybody is responsible. I'm not saying about the young children. Maybe for the children who are growing up as towards adolescent, teenagers, adults. Yeah, I think everybody is responsible. And conflicts actually happen when it also create a chance and opportunity for us to grow, for all of us to grow in the family. Yeah. So conflict is inevitable. Conflicts is is something we can look at it in a healthy manner. Yeah. It actually provides opportunity for us to understand the differences among us. Yeah.
Correct.
So I think I think it's very important for the first point when we look at conflict resolution. We often look at the angle that finding whose fault first.
Yes.
If you're coming from the framework like finding whose fault, it usually will incur defense mechanism. Yeah. So that is not helpful to resolve conflicts. Yeah. And sometimes it escalates tension even more. So I think that it's and also some people, they deal with conflict by sweeping the problem under the carpet. And this is not helpful also. Yeah.
Right.
So I think it's very important when we look at conflicts, we are not just, tackling the issue.
Yes.
We are also to be able to look at the importance of nonverbal as well. Yeah.
Right.
Our facial expression, our tone of voice when we speak. So these are the things which are very important, and often this tone of voice, facial expressions is very influenced by our attitudes towards resolving conflicts. Yeah.
Yes.
If you are not looking at it from a very positive manner, our face, our tone will show up. Yeah. So I think it's very important when we talk about resolving conflicts, we having a right attitude. Yeah. At first, we look at it as a chance for us to know one another, understand one another, and also as an opportunity for us to grow as a family. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. In fact, if you really look at it, Dr. Teo, if you really open up, everybody would have his or her own views in terms how to have a perfect family, isn't it? Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
So,
basically, I suppose you must have the right attitude towards it. Yeah, a positive vibe towards it. Yes.
Yeah. I think we are innately, I think we want closeness. Yeah. We want bonding. Yeah. So this is where we can find this bonding in family. So I think it's very natural we have that kind of inclination to want closeness, intimacy in family. Yeah.
Right.
But then we cannot at the same time be mindful that we cannot impose some kind of framework, from movie or from social media or from, Facebook, So it doesn't help. Yeah. All this, it doesn't help to create that kind of idea which is not attainable and also it's not relevant. Yeah, because I might be coming from a different social background. You might be coming from a social background, but I saw your pictures, and often we, as a human, we like to compare. According to psychological study, they found out that actually human nature, we like to compare, and we like to compare down ourselves. When we look at something better, then we compare down ourselves. We put down ourselves. It's a very natural human tendency. So I think sometimes especially nowadays, we are exposing to a lot of social media. We want to curate, what we have seen, what we have watched. Yeah. So it might not be everything relevant to us. We want to really, censor, curate, edit, what we have exposed to. Yeah.
Correct. Now, some parents perceive themselves as having total responsibility for their children's fate. And this leads to unrealistic emotional burden on the children. What's your say on this, Dr. Teo?
Yeah, I like to quote a quote from a family therapist, a very famous family therapist. Her name is Virginia Satir. She mentioned that parents teach in the toughest school in the world. Yeah, the school is called the School for Making People. And you are the board of education, the principal, the classroom teacher, and also the janitor. And this is the quote. Yeah. So can you see how tough parents be? You
Absolutely.
are so many roles at the same time.
Yes. Yes. But so many children nowadays don't seem to understand the role of the parents, isn't it?
That's right.
Dr. Teo. Yeah, they tend to take advantage of the situation.
That's right. And also I think in terms of knowledge, there's something to blame as well. Because there are a lot of studies. We are doing a lot of study on parents should be doing what, promoting the development of children, especially those children who are young. Parents should be doing this, doing that. But we don't have much studies on the well-being of parents. Perception of parents. How do they see themselves as a person? Yeah. So we often project. Parents only has their role without the burden. Yeah. So I think it's very important. The external environment, sometimes, they like to emphasis so much on the responsibility and they forget about the person, the parents, they themselves are, So I think also when we talk about emotional support for parents, sometimes we want to ask, do we have enough resources to support parents? Especially it's not easy, nowadays as a parents, we are not dealing with children's behavior. And a lot of these children's behavior are from our global influence, which is technology.
Correct.
Everybody in the world is exposed to technology, devices, internet. And it's very interesting, I have heard a study, this study on the depression among the young children, adolescents. It's actually a lot of suicide, depression among young children is global. Yeah, a lot of incidents happen in developed countries, even developing countries. And they find out actually the trends, for depression among young children start. I'm not saying the cause, but it's parallel with when social media starts.
True.
So it's very important, for children are actually exposing to a lot of things which is out of control of the parents. So I think we need resources. Parents really need support. Yeah, in this society.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Teo. Thank you.
Sure.
Nobody is perfect, but together we can become perfect family when each person or individual, despite of differences there is in nature, likeness, behavior, stays together without any grudge, hate towards each other. Sacrifice, compromise, adjustments is done by everyone to stay together peacefully, where priority are principles and discipline, and not any member of the family. Rules are same for everyone. Once again, thank you, Dr. Teo Kin, for being in our program to share with us your views on this topic. Viewers, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Edu Channel Malaysia. Until we meet again in our next program, please have your mask and sanitizer with you at all times. Until we meet again, jumpa lagi. Bye.
Bye.